Glad you brought up the wine. Over 220 producers of wine in the Margaret River area. But let's see this wave again.
Well, that was a nice read from Parko. Really pretty deep barrel for a second and very functional. But that cutback right there, that's the one that got me so excited. It was kind of a 2-for-1, but it looked so smooth because that was that drawn out carve into that backhand, basically a rebound. So, you know, that's the kind of maneuver that you don't see very often, but Joel, he's so smooth. He has such a good beat on this wave.
Well, Nat and Joel carrying the same results in their scoreline. Joel had a quarterfinal on the Gold Coast, round 3 exit down at Bells Beach. Nat, he had a flip-flop of the same results. 13th, round 3 exit on the Gold Coast, made the quarters down at Bells. But that was a great ride for Parko. Interesting to see where this one is going to fall, but that last turn, you know, not what you call one of the most exciting manoeuvres in modern day surfing, Ross, but a good roundhouse never gets old.
Never. I could watch it again and again, and you can see the intensity on Joel's face when he pulled into that barrel. Never once did he think, I'm not coming out of it. It wasn't a sketchy, deep barrel where he was riding the foam ball, but still it was perfect positioning. And, you know, this is a blank canvas, which is perfect for Joel because he never looks bad. You know, he's constantly perfectly stylish. I mean, look at that right there. Even though that's just a simple carve, you know, the way Joel looks, I know it's subjective style, but it's so smooth. It has to count for something. So just a, you know, a nice wrap here. But this is where Joel spots that section. Instead of going for a really aggressive snap or a layback, drop wallet kind of move, he's going to draw it out. And he hasn't made his mind up. Right here, he's kind of sizing up this section and he's looking down the line. What am I going to do here? He said, I think right about here he's going to go, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go for a cutback. He knows very well that that section is really far behind him. So again, instead of going for an aggressive snap, he's going to draw it out. Now he's going to extend that rail. See right there, he kept his shoulder over the board to hold that line. That is so tough to do, especially if you're going to look good. Finally, he reconnects from the wave that he was previously on, which is that whitewash, and banks it. But time and time again, that inside section, Ronnie, it comes together. It's like a garbage compactor. It really is tough to ride in front of the whitewash when you got all that water converging together.
And the trash gets taken out. Parko eats it and misses the opportunity to put more points on the board, but they still loved the work that he got done on the outside. The barrel, the big roundhouse in the lead up to that final manoeuvre still fetches Parko an 8. So I think a lot of those points too coming for the tube.
Tip of the cap to the boys up top. I love that score. How about you, Ron?
I don't mind it. I don't think there's a lot of room there. Like, what does he get if he rides out of that last turn? That had to be a 2-point turn.